So we're actually just going to start like this. I had shared a link to a TikTok video in our Discord server. Like and subscribe.
Because Mike's on TikTok now, by the way, everybody.
I absolutely am on TikTok. I love TikTok. I'm on it for like 4 hours. I just try to check in before I go to bed, and next thing I know, it's like 3 a.m, and I'm still scrolling through my feed.
Fucking hell.
It's terrible.
What the fuck has happened? Oh, God, sorry, I'm swearing again.
Well, yeah, you did. This is like, I'm going to have to bleep it. All right, at any rate, whatever. You can't help yourself. You're just a degenerate. So I came across this woman, Khan, who as I watched this.
Sorry,
who gets that reference? John, do you know what it was a reference to?
Yeah. I get the reference. I just don't remember. Is it Star Trek?
Star Trek, Wrath of Khan. Yeah. William Shatner. So this woman, Khan, not Khan Jr. on TikTok. I came across one of her videos and I immediately thought of you guys. And we talk a lot about privacy, and basically she is an online stalker that people volunteer to have her dox them, right? So I'm going to play
her work.
It is amazing.
What's going on? We're doing TikTok. We're doing reaction videos.
Yeah, Security Experts React. That's what this episode is, obviously. So I'm going to play the video. And if you want me to stop it at any point, I'll stop it for you. But otherwise, we'll just watch it. And actually, can you guys hear it? Hold on, I might have to edit this recording so that I can check that you have audio. Hold on. All right, technical glitch. I got it worked out. We're going to play the audio. I think we got up to the point where I'm about to click play on the video before I realized I had screwed it up. So we're going to pick up there. This is an example of one of her videos that really, I thought captured the awesomeness of it.
This is almost the account that broke me, TikTok. This took me half an hour to find. I was upset about it, but baby and Tater, you should be very proud of yourself. Also, oh my God, favorite account on TikTok right now? Thank you so much. Thanks. But it was very annoying. I found your last name because you have a TikTok about meal prep, and your last name is at the top of the calendar. Oh, cute. What a cute TikTok of your husband rocking your son to sleep. I'm not here for cute. I'm here for information. Above your husband's head is what I assume is the guest book from your wedding, because it has his name and your name, which is on your TikTok profile, plus the wedding date. It's like a day, month, year established this. So I had your first name and last name and your husband's first name and last name. But this was not that helpful to me, everybody, because they have very common first and last names, both of them. So I went on Facebook and I was like, if I try to look up their profiles, it's going to take me 10 years for each of them. And I had no idea what state they lived in. So what I did was I looked up both of their first names plus the word congrats, because I was like, maybe a friend posted a public post that was like, hey, congrats to Nikki and husband on your wedding. I couldn't find anything. So I changed it. I did both their first names plus the word wedding, because maybe someone was like, I'm at the wedding of Nikki and husband having a great time. And guess what I found? Your venue, your wedding venue, said congratulations to you. Your Nikki and husband, last wedding of the season, on the exact day that was on that plaque. Also, it finally gave me the state you lived in, which is Pennsylvania. For some reason, I didn't look you up on Facebook right away. I went to Google, but this helped me more. Why? I looked up your first and last name plus the word Pennsylvania, and I found your LinkedIn. And on your LinkedIn, in parentheses, is either your maiden name or an old last name that you used to have. So I had that information, but I didn't really do anything with it yet. I went back to Facebook, typed your first and last name in, plus Pennsylvania, found your account right away. It was the first result. I looked up the word birthday on your profile, couldn't find anything. I looked up the word B-Day on your profile, and I found this one post from someone wishing you a happy birthday on September 27th, and you confirmed it was your birthday with a heart. Okay, so I have the day. How do I find the year? I knew if I went on Instagram, I tried to look up your full name, which I said everybody was very common. I couldn't find it. But what did I have? I had that one other name that is on your LinkedIn for some reason. So I went to Instagram. Your Instagram is your first name and your old last name. So I went there and I went to your tag photos. I found your husband's Instagram, and he posted an ultrasound. And at the top of the ultrasound, they always put the mother's birth date, but it wasn't on here, but it did have your age. And your husband said a year ago today, what a crazy year it's been. He did that on March 12th, 2021, which means this was in 2020, which means you were 30, but you hadn't turned 31 yet. You were going to turn 31 in 2020, which means your birthday is September 27th, 1989. I'm proud of this one. Bye. This is almost the account.
How awesome is that? And she does video after video like this. So somebody will post in the comments, do me. And then she tracks them down and does them.
Yeah. I just recently saw one of her videos, totally unrelated to this, and she does some good work, and she's using some very basic tools for her OSINT, but actually, she's not really using any open source intelligence tools. She's using traditional social media. If she could save a lot of the drama if she used 2 free tools that are available for everyone. I'm not going to name them.
John's going to streamline this. Oh, you're not going to name them?
No. And I know I already have a stalker, a long-standing one who watches the show and is trying to dox me. I will not name these tools. But they are very easy to use, and all that information you'll get super quickly. But I do like it. I do like this kind of stuff. So I don't know if I mentioned this on the show. I have a friend. We'll call him Andy. And
real name, John Smith, 12 Oxford Avenue. Sorry.
We were hanging out and on Discord. He's an online friend. And I don't know how we got on the topic of, I wanted to know his birthday so I could wish him happy birthday. He wouldn't give it to me. And I said, that's fine. I will find it. Like, I will find this. Like, I will find your birthday. And he's like, no, you won't. So he had subscribed to my YouTube channel a while back with his real name. Had his full first name and last name. So with that, I found his Instagram, nothing on Instagram. So I went to his Facebook and I started scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And I found a post 12 years old where they were celebrating his birthday on that day. That someone had shared publicly. He didn't. He had his profile largely set to private. And that's how easy it is to locate someone. And then with that information, I now have a full positive ID. I can use that information to go buy data. Very dangerous.
So America. Peter, is this
info?
Is this a yawn or is this interesting?
It's interesting to see it kind of laid out in TikTok format. It's sort of, basic searching and stuff, but it's quite cool. She's doing it in a very good format, and it's quite revealing. I think one of the interesting things is that it's not necessarily about your privacy and how much you control your own stuff. It's about other people's privacy controls as well. So people who are taking photos of you and spamming them on Facebook and
your wedding venue, your friends, your doctors, whatever.
Yeah, like John was saying about his friend. You're saying someone else posted that video, a picture. Was that right?
No, what do you mean? Exactly. Back when he was in his teens, a friend posted that they're celebrating his birthday today. So like, you're right. It's all about your greater circle of people that you're connected with.
Yeah. I went through this process with someone recently, actually, because she was wondering about her online footprint and thought that she'd locked everything down. And I was like, well, let's have a go. And it was, within seconds, just horrified at the kind of stuff that was out there.
Well,
and it's,
that's why I brought this up. You said horrified, but so this is a good example of kind of how easy it is. We talked about, do people know how easy this is? This really lays out, like, we can find a ton of information about you. She said, I think this took her 30 minutes. Imagine if she really wanted to go deep. So you could look at this and say, oh my gosh, that's horrific. I need to get off social media immediately. Or you could look at this and post a comment that says, now do me, now do me. And that's what people seem to be into.
So
I think this is very Gen Z specific, obviously. Of course, there might be some millennials or Gen Xers or boomers in there, but I think that the Gen Zers have a very good understanding that their data is not theirs anymore. They get it so much so that they're like, "Try me." The one I saw,
I've been ahead of my time.
The one I saw was a fairly difficult one where all she really had was a misspelled nope, N-O-P-E.
Yep, I saw that one also. Yeah,
and a profile picture. And she discovered the person. She did a really good job. And she might be intentionally only using social media to not promote the usage of stalking or intelligence gathering tools, because they are dangerous. These tools are dangerous in the wrong hands. So, like, I've shown this. I've fully doxed Mike and privately, and was like, "Here's where you live," very quickly. Like 2 queries.
I don't even think you need a tool for that, though. I'm sure I'm pretty easy to find.
Yeah, probably not.
What do you mean?
But the tools do make it so much easier. So, yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm constantly amazed at the kind of tools that are out there. I've seen a ton of them, but the kind of automation, the automated data collection and automation of searching that data are the two sides to it. And the data brokers themselves are scary people, and they just suck up as much information as they can, sell it to each other, and it just gets more and more horrific. And the tools themselves, it doesn't take a huge amount of skill to make them. Often it's just like some hacker at home or some bored scripter who's just, knocked something up in a day or two, and it then suddenly becomes a tool that lets you find, exploits or databases or search open data research. Like it's, and there's companies that are built on top of this. Which again, I really want to name some of them, but I don't want to try and enable
even
anyone.
Just a basic public record search. This information, so much information is out there.
Right. I think we mentioned the other day that you can search any will for like a small fee in the UK, because they're basically all public after someone's died. And it's weird and scary to realize that, but it's the way it is.
So I just thought this would be a fun story to do our security experts, privacy experts react. This woman's channel I love, Not Con Jr. Fun videos.
Sorry, I do have one last comment, which is I think part of the reason is that this is quite benign. She's doing it in a fun way and kind of
with
giggling about it with consent. And it's all, oh, ho, look how clever this is, and how little you realize that your online footprint leaves traces of you everywhere. But I think when people start getting their identity stolen and their, finance money comes into it, that changes everything. And, if she was going out and like ruining people's lives, that might be more effective, but she's doing it in a fun way.
Well, but I guess that's why I always say it's not about privacy. It's about the crime. Like you said, nobody cares, or not nobody cares, but none of these people certainly care. And if nothing else, this should at least bring awareness to that anybody could be susceptible to this exact same level of investigation. But if criminals use it, now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a problem, is to say.
Yeah. I get it.
But
anyway, thanks.
Did I overpromise?
No, I had a great time.
That
was really fun.
That's really interesting.
All right. We'll
I'd
try and do some
more
videos
reaction videos.
Absolutely. All right. See you next week, guys.